All right, welcome back, Hokie Nation, the Hokie Softball Podcast with Pete Demore and another edition coming at you. I'm Robert Bateman, and joining me as per usual is two-time ACC Coach of the Year, Greater Washington Fast Pitch Hall of Famer, and the brain behind a top 15 team in the nation and well-known 80s enthusiast, the one and only Pete Demore. Coach, how are we doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Rob?
Pretty good. It's good to see you again. Another perfect 5-0 weekend, coach. It's safe to say you dismantled the J&B Moore Memorial this past weekend. Let's start by talking about the offense because right now everyone is hitting at an insanely high rate. Across the 3 days, you scored 49 runs, and of your 61 hits, half of them were for extra bases. How have you been able to just cultivate such a deep rotation so early?
Uh, I think think we talked about it last week, and our practices are intense. We're seeing more pitches. Obviously, we've been in it at this for a month now, so the more pitches that you see, the more comfortable you should be in the box. Our at bats are pretty good right now. We're walking a lot, waiting for our pitch. If we get to two strikes, put it in play. Just a lot of good things going on with our offense, and we're hitting balls hard.
Well, the defense put on a show as well. Across 5 games, only one error and three double plays. What is it about this team that just makes them so reliable in the field?
Yeah, just athletic. We have a lot of just really good athletes on the field, and how we played this weekend is indicative of how I thought our defense was going to be the whole season. And so we had some miscues the first couple weeks. I think that was maybe lack of being outside a lot prior to our first game, but this is how I thought we would play, and our defense was really good this weekend.
Well, all three of your opponents this past weekend were top 15 in hitting coming into the weekend. Your arms proceeded to step into the circle and throw 34 strikeouts and maintain a 221 batting average, icing three squads who were red hot. What goes into the consistency of keeping your bullpen going?
I They're all ready to throw whenever they're called on, and we don't try to do more than what we need, what we're capable of, so to speak, and go out there, throw your pitch, and do it again, and string those together for as long as you can. And once we get some bumps in the road, then somebody else is ready. So, like I said last week, nobody has to do it by themselves. Just go out, execute your pitches, and see what happens. And we did that. We did that awesome this weekend.
Coach, 9 straight wins for your squad now. You're 16-2 through 18 games. This is actually the best start you've had at Virginia Tech in your coaching era. What have you learned about this team from the beginning of February to now, and how have they grown in the first month of the season?
I think it's more what we've learned since August, and we go back, and our first fall game was not that great, and we just kept getting better and better and better. Uh, our team knows we have to keep improving, but that was one of my points after the game on Sunday. Is we always and me included, we always talk about, let's get ready on practice for Tuesday and get better and better. But there comes a point in your life where you can reflect where you are currently. And I said to them, me included, look around. This is the maybe the best team you've ever been on, player wise. Certainly, I mean, you've never been on a team like this. Just enjoy it. Enjoy your role. Enjoy where we are. There's We're really really good, and it doesn't happen very often where you're on the best team you've ever been on at this current time. Now, today we have to have a good practice. We don't think about that anymore, but you can reflect on where you are, and the work that you've been doing is paying off. And the cool thing about our team is we know we're not done. We got to keep improving. So we're looking ready to have good practice today, and see what happens this weekend.
So I want a little more insight into your conversations with the players because there's no secret you're very interested in analytics and the numbers behind softball. So I'm curious, how much insight do you give to the players about their numbers? Are you very transparent with what you're looking for, or do you just try to let them focus on the game and you take care of the analytics?
Yeah, it's not a lot. Um, I don't think we need to bog down players with a ton of data. Now they need to know certain things. I mean, data verifies a lot of times what your role is, or this is the data point you need to get to improve your role. So it's not subjective. It's not, well, Coach Pate hates me. No, 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 no. I don't hate anybody. It's just, hey, this is where you are. This is where we need to get to, or you're here, and this is where you were last year, and this is why you're improving so much and having a good year. So It's not a ton of data. It's not as much as you think it would be. From what I see and the coaches see, we see a lot of it, and we make a lot of our decisions based on what we see. But I don't think it's beneficial for the players to have to see that all the time. Just go out and play.
Well, it's clearly working for you guys so far. Yesterday, we saw Bree Carrico and Emma Mazarone both place top 20 nationally in the Softball America Power Rankings, alongside Zoe Yeager being announced this morning. I'm sure we'll see other Hokies earn rankings throughout the season. So, can you just speak to how tubular it is to see your players earn national rankings throughout the year?
Good word. Good word. Yeah,
Trying to pick up on your slang, coach.
yeah. It's pretty radical. Yeah, I mean, middle of the season, it or a month in, it's cool. Don't even think our kids care about it. Just like preseason rankings, who cares? Now, give me that ranking in June. That's how we think about it. So it's good to be acknowledged. But again, it's a snapshot in the season. Let's see where we're at in June.
That's awesome, coach. So, since I've gotten this job, multiple people asked me, why should they tune into Virginia Tech softball? And I always tell them, you guys are one of the most exciting teams to watch. But it had me curious, why would you tell people to tune into the Hokies?
I think we play the game. Um, I don't want to say it's cliche the right way, but we play hard. Uh, there's not a lot of jawing back and forth. Not a lot of celebrating. It's just playing the game. And I think you see our kids enjoy playing. It's fun and it's not manufactured and it's not phony. Uh, we like to go out and have fun winning softball games, So and you go back to the right way and it's you don't see a lot of bad calls and we're shaking our heads or good calls and we just do our thing and hopefully that's enough to want people to watch us play. And so I enjoy it. I enjoy being in the dugout. I I don't watch a lot of softball as much as you think, um, but I would watch our team.
Totally understandable. One of my coaches used to always tell us, like most importantly, go out and have fun. And all of us players, we'd just say, winning is fun. And you
Yeah,
guys definitely make winning look fun. Coach, you're back in action this weekend in the Hokie Invite. Second year going to Salem. How cool is it to have a tournament be so close where people can come watch you guys play?
well, it's an awesome facility. It's they put a lot of money into it. The people that have that run the tournament have done national events. I think a couple like maybe D2, D3 national championships. It feels like a national quality tournament. So you pull in a bus and they have somebody that walks you to your dugout and everything's just a first class. It's run first class. So that's first. I think it's cool that we get to go close enough to where we can stay in our beds, but expose ourselves to uh, a region in Salem, Roanoke, where people don't have to leave to come see us play. I know Salem is their sports crazy, and so when the weather's 80 degrees out, maybe they want to come out and see us play. It was a great attend. The attendance was awesome last year. So hopefully with a little bit better weather this year, it's just going to be a great event, and this showcases our area and a lot of good teams coming. There should be some good softball this weekend.
Yeah, so throughout the weekend, you play Michigan, JMU, Penn State, Radford, and Bryant, with Boston College also earning an invite as well. How are the teams selected for the invite, and how special is it just to have three Virginia schools and three Power Four programs all competing?
Yeah, it's there's no secret to it, and we send a mass email out and see who wants to come. And so yeah, I think it makes sense for the Virginia schools. It's just so close and save on budget and play some good teams and hopefully stay in your bed an extra night and or extra 3 nights and um, but yeah, to have Michigan and BC and Penn State and Bryant and just it's a good mixture of conferences and teams. So it's a good tournament for us and for everybody. And you look at it, it's an RPI beneficial tournament for us. And all these teams are having good years. So to be able to stay in our like I said, on our own bed and go play quality teams in a great park is it's a good tournament.
How important is it just to speak on the state of Virginia as a softball state? You have such great squads that you can play all locally.
Yeah, just it raises the bar for everybody. So, everybody in our state seems to be playing really well right now, and it just puts a spotlight on the state of Virginia, and we've always had good softball. Just uh, we're showing it, So it's just to be able to play good teams during weekends or midweeks. It helps our schedule, helps their schedule, and promotes the game in the state.
Awesome. Well, now it's time for everyone's favorite segment, some story time with Uncle Pete. Coach, first question this week. What's your favorite movie of all time?
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Okay, I've never seen it. I'm gonna have to put that on the list. What's the plot?
You and Evan have to see that. Yeah,
All
because that's been a topic for 8 or 9 years now. I might have seen that
right.
movie 500 times, and I laugh every single time. So um, it's just it's John Candy and Steve Martin trying to get home, and all of the adventures they have, and it's uh, it's my favorite movie.
Okay, planes, trains, and automobiles. I'll put it on the list. So with the first local series coming up, what's your go-to ballpark meal?
Good question. I don't know. I don't get a lot of ballpark food. Maybe hot dogs with no bun.
No bun, really?
I can't. I'm starting to get. I'm eating more bread, which is not good for me. But if I have to eat, it's going to be hot dog, no bun.
Understandable.
Maybe
Okay,
maybe hamburger.
there you go. I'm a big hamburger guy personally. Is your son playing spring ball yet? And when will he get out onto the diamond?
No, he's not yet. He'll turn 5 in May. He's starting to swing a lot more in the indoor. Hitting a lot of golf balls. My to my love. Yeah, he's doing good. He's just not ready for the focus aspect yet, and I'm not ready to watch the t-ball where they're just running around being silly. So
Yeah, no, that must be draining for an actual head coach.
yeah, yeah. So he'll get out maybe next summer. We'll see, but I think we'll get him in the indoor and have him swinging a little bit more than he is.
That's awesome. Now, obviously, you don't have spring break, but with spring break coming up, what's your go-to vacation spot?
Uh, I like to drive to places. We go to Pawleys Island in South Carolina every year. My parents live down there. It's just a nice, quiet beach. I do like to go to Pigeon Forge and ride a bunch of roller coasters, so that's on the list. Those two are pretty much the big ones because it's easy for us to get our son where we need to go. And I don't like to fly. I don't want to do the TSA thing and sit in the airport and all that. So if I were to go anywhere, it's Pawleys Island or Pigeon Forge.
That's awesome. Well, Coach, thank you so much for your time this week. Be sure to check out Virginia Tech softball back in action starting this Thursday in the Hokies Invite in Salem, Virginia. As always, a big thank you to Virginia Tech softball head coach Pete Demore. I'm Robert Bateman, and we'll see you next time on the Hokies Softball Podcast with Pete Demore.